Greetings, Realtors. I am Scott Kemp, owner of Realiant Photography. Today I have a very special guest, Mr. Jason May. He is our operations manager here at Realiant Photography, and we're going to have a little session here. We're going to get to know him because he's a great guy and a great photographer. How's it going today, Jason?
I am doing well. Thank you for having me here, Scott.
Awesome, yeah. Well, you've been here almost a year now, is that correct?
Yep, almost a year.
Yeah, and he's been doing a great job. Realtors love you. They don't call me anymore to shoot. They're like, never mind, Scott, I want to talk to Jason.
Well, that's why you hired me, to take that off your plate. So
yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So, hey, you're doing a great job with the real estate stuff, but I want to go back on your history a little bit with photography.
Sure.
And how long you've been shooting?
Well, what is it now? 2026? Probably about 10 years at this point, I would say.
Wow,
I've
that's
been doing
great.
photography for.
And it's all with nice cameras and that sort of thing?
Only really basically these same exact Sonys. I got started on a Canon Rebel, just like basically everyone does, that my grandma got me because she was very into the new mirrorless cameras when they were all coming out about like a decade ago. And she got a little Sony A6000, A6200, something like that.
Little pancake camera, right?
Yep, the little APS-C.
Yep.
She was like one of the first people who I saw to get one of those. She's like, I don't need this old Canon Rebel. I have this new fancy mirrorless camera, because she was really big into photography.
Yeah.
And she gave me that little Canon, and I pretty quickly grew out of it because I really wanted a camera like hers. Then we took a family trip to Italy. My dad got us a couple cameras, and never really looked back.
Awesome. Now you went to OSU, right? And this is your chosen field, is that correct?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I hoped that I would end up doing something photography related. It was more just what I liked and what I worked in doing, like photojournalism at OSU. I majored in political science. I always figured maybe I could get like a state job doing something with like policy or economics. That would be kind of the main sort of goal. Not that I wanted to, but it would just be a good sort of stable way to live, And then whatever I could do with photography, I would. So I'm quite happy to have found something that is just photography related, and also like operations and management and like having teams and whatnot. Which is
now
also
you've had a team at OSU, right? Or you started with what was called the Orange Media.
Yeah, Orange Media Network. So
and that's OSU's. Explain what that is.
So it's like an independent student media company at Oregon State. Everything from DJs and like radio shows to live like video productions that get streamed like on TV, to journalism through the Daily Barometer, which is what everybody knows the most, and Beaver's Digest, which is the like lifestyle magazine, and the fashion magazine, and all of the like student media that is being produced through OSU. I was in charge. Well, first I was just on the photo team, and then I was in charge of that team. And
how many people were working under you?
Yeah, at its height, I think it was about 24 other students that would report to me. We would have weekly meetings. We won a lot of awards together. Had some great times. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, and you did a lot of photography yourself, of course, there, right?
Yeah.
Sporting events.
Yeah, I really tried to specialize in sports. I did all of it, but shooting sports was really, really what I loved. They sent me down to Las Vegas for the Las Vegas Bowl. When the football team was there and absolutely destroyed Florida. It was pretty great. Right before everything started to go downhill. Our like little 2 years
Keepers are very cyclical.
Our little mini like heyday of 2 years, right? When like Jonathan Smith was like rocking and all that.
Yeah.
It was really, really great.
Do you know that
awesome.
It might have been a little bit before your time, but I shot Jonathan Smith's house for real estate.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, that was cool.
I've seen those pictures that we have. It was pretty cool.
It was a nice house. It was kind of funny. Well, you know what? I probably shouldn't share. We kind of leave that stuff. We're private about that, so I'm not going to share.
Makes sense.
Things in there. It was a very nice house. I didn't get to meet Jonathan that way, but yeah, it was fun. It was a fun job. So I don't know if you guys know as realtors, but one of the things that's super important for me when I hire people is that they are people. And you are that. And you get along with the realtors you're very calm with them, very kind with them. And that is so important to me. I just, it's just a requirement. You can be the best photographer in the world, the best real estate photographer in the world, but if you're creepy or a jerk or abrasive, you're not getting hired by me.
Yeah.
I just don't care. And so it was so cool to have you with your photography skills, and you're easy to get along with, and the realtors really appreciate that. And you hadn't done a lot of real estate photography when I hired you, but you are probably surpassing me at this point. It's not taken long for you. I mean, you're a natural behind the lens. So thank you for coming on. It was kind of cool when I saw Jason's resume too. It kind of changed my mind because I was looking for a photographer in Corvallis to kind of take over my shooting so I could focus on getting more business, getting more realtors, doing the marketing. And then when I saw you had experience managing that large team at OSU, my brain, the light bulb went off in my brain. I was like, wow, this could be the person to help me get other photographers on board and train them. And that's what it's turned out to be. And you kind of took over the brand and the back end and the bookings and the deliveries. So I appreciate you.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Scott. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's been fun. I've really enjoyed everything here so far. And yeah, anything in the world of photography, you need to be, as you say, a people person. It doesn't really work to be in any sort of photography industry, really, if you're not.
That's right.
Because most of the time you're shooting people. If it's a business, if it's a photography that's a business, yes, there are some very lucky landscape photographers out there who get to do that professionally.
Yeah, they don't have to be people, I guess.
They don't have to be people, but they are few and far between, because it is people that pay. So photography as a business is people. And so you need to be a people.
Yeah. I like saying that. It's about people.
Exactly. So, yeah.
It's so important. Why that's important is because our photographers are interacting with realtors, and they are also interacting, for better or for worse, with homeowners. And we go in there, and a lot of times the realtors won't show up when we're there. They just trust us, and that's pretty cool. But we're interacting with the homeowners who might be there, and we're going into some very personal spaces in their homes, right? We have to shoot their big walk-in closets and all that, and all their clothes are there and their private things. And we want them to feel comfortable with us. And that's why it is so important to me. All it takes is one homeowner to go, yeah, your photographer creeped me out, and that realtor isn't hiring us again, right? It just takes one time like that. So that is why that is so important. And in addition to that, we do background checks on all of our employees. We have $2 million liability insurance. We take this very seriously, and it's an honor to be able to shoot these houses for you. I enjoy the work myself. I like finding people that also enjoy the work. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
it's fun.
It's challenging, right? I remember when I first started, I can barely look at my original photos that I did for my first shoot. They're like not good.
Yeah.
And so I apologize to the realtor who I did my first photos for. I apologize. I think we are top of class right now, just producing some amazing stuff, videos, tours, photography. And you're certainly doing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're working with some very, very successful realtors at this point, and they keep calling us back. So you're doing something right.
I guess I am. It's really fun to make these connections with all these realtors and get to know them just kind of as friends at this point, basically. Yeah. Because there's not always good times, right? Sometimes they're struggling too, and if we know each other well, you can work through it together, and it's easy.
Yeah.
So that's always good.
Yeah. What's one of the let me ask you what one of the most challenging things you've discovered shooting real estate photography?
Honestly, one of the more challenging things is just staying engaged with it. Sometimes you'll have long stretches of shoots where it's just kind of boring houses after boring houses, and there's nothing wrong with that. Mm-hmm. That's fine. But real estate photography in a lot of ways is a commodity rather than an art form. Mm-hmm. And that's okay. That's the nature of the business. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that either. But still trying to be on top of it and deliver the highest quality work, whether it's an interesting house or not.
Yeah.
We try to deliver the exact same quality work no matter what the house is. And so sometimes just, the cool houses are fun to shoot because they're cool.
Yeah.
But we
and
need
stage,
to try.
right? Well,
Yeah, of course.
The staged nice houses are like the funnest. You have the most interesting angles.
Oh yeah.
But we'll do, literally a drug house, beer cans everywhere, renters, and then the very next, 2 hours later, we're in a mansion, right?
Yeah. So trying to keep like the same quality of results no matter what the house is probably the most challenging part, and just trying to stay consistent.
Yeah.
That's for sure the most challenging part.
Yeah. What's the most interesting one you've shot so far?
Oh goodness. Well, like you said, drug house. Got contracted to shoot a house out in the middle of the woods. Huge barn had been turned into a illicit facility. Didn't shoot the barn, but that house was definitely in disrepair.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody had been there for months. But we still had to shoot it because they needed to market it and sell it. And I'm like avoiding giant spiders, and like there's like everything sketchy that you can imagine. And it's just very interesting. It's like, okay, this is not just a house that somebody's moving and selling. This was like seized and it's been empty for months. Yeah. And now we're just here being real estate photographers with it. And it's like, oh my goodness, this is an intense situation.
Yeah. I personally have shot a house where a murder occurred like 30 days prior and they had to sell it. And it's like, oh yeah, there's the shed out back that happened in. And we've done kidnapping houses and you get all kinds, and then, like I said, the next day you're getting into a $2 million mansion. Yeah. So that's weird.
It is weird. There have been plenty of just cool, nice, fun houses, but that definitely doesn't stand out as much as the crazy, like, scary houses, that's for sure. But it's still kind of fun. Like, I enjoy seeing what we're going to get. Like, who knows what it's going to be today? All right. Here
and you
we
got
are.
into some, and, like, the floors are so uneven, you, like, put a roll of tape on and watch it go all the way across the floor.
Yep, it's all right. We'll try to shoot them all the same.
Little foundation problem there.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was something I was going to ask you.
Drop a comment below if you can guess the question that Scott's trying to think of here.
Right. So you love your job, all the people you work with. It's just so awesome. You just want to work 24/7, but you do have to have a private life. So what do you like to do in your own time?
Well, I definitely don't want to work 24/7.
I heard you did. I heard you did.
A healthy work-life balance is always good, and I will take whatever time I can to try and make that happen.
Yeah.
Well, I love playing slow pitch softball. That's kind of my big thing for the warmer months. I'm on both the men's team and the co-ed team, of which you have helped out with, which is great. So that's what I love to do, usually multiple days a week from like April all the way through September. So that takes up a lot of my like summertime. Yeah, it's really fun.
I did one season of it like decades ago, but I want to get back into it.
It's a good way to stay active as like an adult. I know we're in different stages of adulthood, but still anybody, any age, basically it's just a good way to keep going after you're not like playing youth sports anymore. It's a really good way to stay out there in the community and stay active.
And I felt like I could do it again because I went to a couple games and saw like people my age and kind of hobbling down to first base after they get a hit and like, yeah, that could be me. I could do that.
There you go. As long as you stretch and don't like tear a hammy, I mean, you're fine.
Yeah. But you're kind of a badass too. That guy would hobble down to first, and then here comes Jason. He's all geared out. He's got his bat, and he looks like he's done this a million times. And bring it on! I'm going to hit it over the fence.
I've never hit it over the fence, but I try. It'll happen eventually.
I saw you whacked a triple right there in front of me.
I do hit it to the fence. That's true. I have warning track power. Need to hit the gym. That's what they say, right?
That's what they say.
Yes, I think so. So that's fun. I do a lot of that, which is great. I love to go on like hikes with my girlfriend. Wherever we can go. We've started doing some car camping stuff, which is a good time.
Cool. Yeah.
We're just trying to get out and
where do you guys like to go?
Do stuff more. Up Mary's Peak, just anywhere in the coastal range, anywhere out at the coast, Central Oregon, wherever. I mean, this is Oregon, so you can really go anywhere, which is nice.
I like going to Central, and you get over the top of that pass, and all of a sudden everything changes. The trees get shorter. That smell, that pine tree smell. This time of year, smell of smoke, but that almost means Central Oregon to me.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
that's fair. All the juniper and everything.
Cool. You have any pets?
I have 2 gigantic orange cats. They're great. They're fantastic. They constantly join me on our Zoom calls and stuff, which is great. Yeah.
They're not called Garfield, are they?
No. They basically are. There's one that lives in the apartment down below me that's like a long hair orange cat, a little bigger even, and he seems a lot more Garfield-like than mine.
Gotcha.
But once I get a house, I'll get a dog also. So
Yeah, very cool. I thought it was funny because we come across media that's obviously shot either by the realtor or, if it was professionally shot, it is very poorly professionally shot.
Sure.
And I remember that we went over one that was not good, and we couldn't decide if it was the realtor with their cell phone or a really bad professional that was doing it.
Yeah.
It was on the fence, right?
Yeah.
And I got a video of you. We kind of had to close the door because you started ranting. And you went, look at those verticals. They're way off. And look at that.
That's not for public viewing. That's for sure.
I think it's funny.
Hey, we take it seriously here. It hurts when we see agents maybe spending money on stuff that's like that because we want to work with them and help them.
Yeah, and I just thought it was cute. I mean, like, you clearly care. When you were, this was not for show. You were pissed that realtor was paying for that.
Might have been a little bit for show, but yes,
it was a 5-minute rant, Jason. Every picture you went through, and we were like kind of covering our ears a little bit. You were heated. You were not happy that realtor got ripped off like that.
No.
So
that's for sure. There's no point. There's no reason for that.
Yeah, and they probably paid the same amount as if they'd gone with us, right?
That's what I'm saying, is you can get good quality media, whether it's us or otherwise. Like, there are other great real estate media companies out there. Like, it's not like it's just us. Yeah. And that's great. But you should at least be using a great one, whoever they are.
And like you were saying, excuse me, when I laugh, I cry a little bit. Real estate photography has become a little bit of a commodity because we're probably all using pretty similar editors, and we all get on YouTube and learn our craft, and we do lots of houses, and we're kind of all plateauing at the same quality level. Now, there's some, like we just talked about, that are terrible, but so how do we differentiate ourselves? Why would a realtor want to use us versus another one where the pictures might look pretty similar?
Yeah. Well, I think our responsiveness and consistency and personability really push us over the edge. Like, I have plenty of realtors, phone numbers saved in my pocket. They will text and call me like a friend all the time. And that's the best kind of a relationship you can have in a business, when the companies and the partners that you work with are just like, they kind of just think of you as part of their own operation because they like you so much, because they can trust you and like you as people. A lot of us might have pretty similar media no matter who the business is. But if you're like fast and on it and nice and just friendly and a good person, I mean, that'll go way further than anything else.
And you're looking out for them, right?
Yeah, you look out for each other.
We've done a couple shoots where they didn't turn out good for whatever reason. New photographer training, something happened, whatever, and we've literally said we cannot deliver that. And we've gone out at our own cost and reshot it. And because it's important. Our reputation is important to us.
Yeah.
So
no, absolutely. And even just shoots with realtors who we have a good relationship with, you shoot enough houses for any particular agent, something's going to happen at some point where it's not going to be a perfect situation. We've had a little string of those lately, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And we're just there to help out. And you know what? Yeah, it's the day of, we're at the shoot and we're going to have to move it. If you use us...
something's not ready to shoot.
No, and if you use us for dozens and dozens of listings, we're not going to charge you that fee. We're going to work with you because we value you as a client.
That's right.
And as a person, right? And so...
Yeah, I've vacuumed floors for realtors. I've dusted. I've mopped floors. We don't advertise that.
Yeah,
but
this is not to say that this is something that we do and you can expect us to do, but if you use us all the time and value your relationship with us, well, we're there to help you out, right?
So a realtor, something's behind or somebody didn't show up and they're almost in tears and it's a bad thing. I'm not going to say, let's reschedule. I'll come back. I'm going to say, hand me the broom. Let's get this done. Let me help you out.
Yeah, so, for sure.
And, I've always encouraged you as well to get to know the realtors.
Oh, yeah.
To stop and take time to talk with the homeowners, to the realtors. We see a lot of YouTube videos and a lot of people on Reddit and socials that are like, you don't want to hang out with the realtors. They just take your time. You don't want them to be at the shoot. You don't want the homeowners to be there. You want to be in and out and gone. And I'm like totally against that. If it takes you 10 extra minutes because you're jabbing with the realtor on what they did last weekend, take that 10 minutes. That is so valuable.
It's building a relationship.
And I've never looked at that as like, you're wasting my money. Why are you spending time with that? And I think it's paying off for us.
I would agree, because we tend to retain our realtors pretty well. Mm-hmm. I just helped one move a bunch of like fencing at a shoot the other day because it was in the way and the owner was trying to get out really fast and we had to get recording and I'm just grabbing armfuls of fencing and pulling it around the corner because it's what they needed. What am I going to do? Stand there and do nothing? Like, no, I'm going to help out, right? I mean,
that's exactly what I was saying. So I appreciate that from you. I just appreciate you in general, Jason.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on.
Of course.
You guys, if you see Jason on our booking, book him, not me. You might see me because I'm covering some areas too now, but I'm probably most likely going to reschedule you to Jason if there is a open slot on Jason's schedule because he does a fantastic job. And any photographer you see on our bookings, they're there because we trust them and we've trained them. And if they're new, then one of us will be there with them to make sure they're doing the job we need them to do.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys, thank you for your support, and you're going to love Jason. Looking forward to having you do more shoots with them. So Scott Kemp with Jason May with Reliant Photography. Thank you.
I'll see you out there.